This beetle is very destructive. It will kill this plant. So once I harvest these squash plants, I will spray this really good with insecticidal soap and try to control those beetles. I like to clip these off instead of breaking them. I think it helps the plant recover. This is a zucchini plant, and the beetles have gotten to it. You can see their eggs right there and an adult right there. It's going to be too late to save this one, but it's early enough in the season I can plant it again, and I am going to attempt to save this plant. I think I can. It's got one really nice zucchini on it over there. Right now though, it's time to take this basket full of squash up and process them for freezing. So one of the first things I want to do is wash my hands and scrub these. I have not used any pesticides in the garden and or fertilizer. These have all just come up, so I'm not concerned about that. I just want them clean. Now, they're best used when they're smooth, but this one is a little gnarly. I'll have to wait and see when I open this one up. I may want to scoop some of the seeds out of this one, or it may just be a treat for the chickens. That's a wonderful thing. You don't feel like you're wasting anything if you can give the chickens a nice treat like that. I've got the water on. I want it to come up to a boil. So the plan is to blanch these for a couple minutes, and then as soon as they're blanched, we'll put them in ice water. And we'll leave them in the ice water for a few minutes. Whoa, that's a mess. Did not see that. Once they're in the ice water for a few minutes and have come back to cool, I'm going to freeze these in 2-cup containers. That's the recipe that Karen uses. I don't cook very often. That's the recipe she uses when we have the squash casserole. It's really good. I really like it, and the squash doesn't matter if they're frozen or fresh. They'll be handy there too. No need to peel these. Cut these ends off. That'll become chicken food. And then I'm going to try to make some uniform cuts here. Not quite a 1/4 of an inch. My knife skills are not great. So as you can see, these have not really developed any seeds yet. This one probably has seeds, so instead of slicing it, I'm going to slice it down the middle. Because I'll probably want to scoop some of those out. And again, this whole squash may be a treat for the chickens. We'll see. It does have some pretty good sized seeds in it. A spoon makes quick work of that, and all the seeds now will be the chicken treat. Well, there's not enough there to save, so this is going to be a chicken food right here. So the cutting board is full. I think that's a good time to go ahead and blanch some of these. So the water's at a full boil. Karen said to blanch these for 2 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do. Put the lid on temporarily so it can come back up to a boil quickly. So it's been 2 minutes. They're boiling very nicely. I have my ice bath ready. That will stop the cooking. Give me a chance to cut up some more. 2 more minutes have passed. I still have plenty of ice in the ice bath. Last batch. Probably too big a batch. 2 more minutes. So I did boil it, and this didn't come back up to a boil right away. So this is actually boiled about 3.5 minutes, but it also has some of the tougher squash in it. Oh well. I think it'll still work. Next thing to do is to label these. Well, I'm not sure I'm doing this right, but I did them all at the same time. And that may not be the same way my wife does it. And she said 10 minutes is probably long enough in here, so I'm going to get them out of the ice bath. And I'm going to use 2 cups. So, it yielded 6 2-cup packages, and we're going to be enjoying that next winter.